Thanks for staying with us. So private healthcare providers and the Guild of Medical Directors have expressed dissatisfaction with the decision of the federal government not to allow private hospitals without accreditation treat persons who test positive for the virus. According to reports, it was wrong for the government to sideline them in the treatment of COVID-19 patients. What are your thoughts on this? You can call us on 070-806-68014. You can also tweet us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. All right, so it would be nice to speak to an expert on this, to a hospital owner, because if hospitals are saying that they would like to participate in this treatment of COVID-19, and the federal government is saying, no, we have to accredit a certain number, and if you're not amongst that group of hospitals, you cannot actually treat COVID-19 patients. In your view, do you think it would have been good for the federal government to help all hospitals get involved? Because we've been talking on this table from day one that we need to decentralize this testing. It can't be only one spot. And the Lagos State government has tried to now do it such that you can now get samples across all the 20 various local governments. Doesn't mean that they're getting tested there. We can get the samples and then those samples will be taken over to the labs. But what are your thoughts, generally? Let me start with BC on this.
Okay, so I think the COVID-19 did not give anybody an opportunity to think. We didn't sit down and we're waiting that in 2020, one virus is going to come in the air and snatch up everybody. We didn't have that time to plan for it. So it happened and everybody was just trying to think on the spot on what to do. We already know that the federal government does not have enough testing kits. So even if they give you a license to treat people in your locality, you do not have the testing kits. You're going to be endangering the lives of the professionals, healthcare professionals you have. So going behind the federal government to start treating people like we've seen, some of the hospitals have been locked down. I read in the papers yesterday that some hospitals have already been closed down because they have been affected. Nurses and the doctors have been affected because they were going behind to treat COVID-19 patients. That is the result of you going behind the federal government to continue this treatment when you know that this is not just an ordinary disease. It's a virus that people are struggling all over the world to understand how it is. And it had procedures and guidelines that were meant to be followed. I think we should be patient with the federal government. I expected them to have like a meeting saying that, okay, federal government, we know that you have only the NCDC handling this. Why don't you give us some testing kits? Why don't you equip some of... They should have that meeting before...
I want us to go back to when Ebola came into Nigeria. Ebola came in through a private hospital. And for months, people avoided that hospital because everybody was scared. Because they were not equipped. The Dr. Stella Adadevoh lost her life because of that patient that came in. So we have to always... So I think all these hospitals, I don't think what they're doing is right. Treating patients independently of the government, because they are not only risking the lives of the patients, they are risking the lives of the medical staff because they are not equipped. They don't have the AMZAD suits, they don't have the testing kits, they don't have the isolation. So you're not, it's not just the handlers. What of the person cleaning that has no business with you or anything?
I got a list yesterday, I mean, on social media, and it was passed around, the list of hospitals that are currently not taking patients. They are private hospitals. St. Nicholas is one of them, St. Edward's Hospital, Premier Specialist Hospital. There's one in Ogudu. A few of them are right now shut down for the next 2 weeks in isolation because they've been exposed. They've been exposed. They didn't tell us categorically if they had patients there. They didn't tell us categorically if they were treating anybody. They just said they were exposed to COVID-19. Now, the problem now is that, don't you think it would have been more effective if from day one, all the hospitals were equipped? Now, maybe not equipped, but at least can take samples. Now that we're now resolving to get local governments to help take samples. Because I think what the Guild is saying, like, listen, use us, we are here. So if you have, that would have helped testing to be faster. You have been able to capture more people to know who has this thing. So if all the hospitals were given the opportunity to take samples, that might have made us able to know exactly the numbers we're dealing with.
Can I ask you this question? Because a lot of the people that are going to these private hospitals, they are all rich. So they have money. Now, are they going to do it for free? Because I'm sure that the Lagos, Kenny Onikon, and the ones in Yaba, they are doing it for free. They are not collecting money from anybody. So are they going to do it for free? Or are they going to just be treating the rich? That is the question I have to ask them. Fine. let the government equip them. But are they willing to do it
for everybody?
Yeah,
for everybody.
Let me take this call from Yakub. I'll come to you. Good morning, Yakub. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, good morning.
It's always good to hear your voice.
Yeah, good morning to you, Sister Annie. Good morning. Okay,
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, if we all have said it all, this disease caught all of us unaware. And then if the hospital are now agitating that they wanted to be treating COVID-19 patients, Sister Annie, just say something now. Are they going to treating COVID-19 patients free if the government equipped them? That is the question. It's a situation whereby it is the government equipped you, and then you started charging people. And then do you have the knowledge? What about those nurses? Are they trained? Those nurses that are working with the private doctors, are they training nurses? Are they not auxiliary nurses? A situation whereby, hello?
Yeah, we can hear you, sir. Very clearly.
Yeah, especially whereby you are not a good training to handle the COVID-19 patient. And then you go home and then infect your people. So, Morayo, the government and the private sector, they need to sit down together to analyze. If we equip you, all these tests, you are going to carry it out free because we are in pandemic, so that Nigerian people will know that, okay, this is a private hospital. It's very close to my area. I can easily go there. And then so that they can be able to handle it very well and then not infect more people. And then about the interstate. Government should be able to close those interstate. If you don't close it, we are just tapped. Yes. For all of us.
Thank you very much. So I'm not sure the hospital have said that they were charging, but the point is that you made a good point that they're going to treat everybody else. But I think I want us to see the reasoning in this, that if we had actually had all the hospitals taking samples from people that felt comfortable going there, let me just go and do my test too. It's not for you to get the results. So because the numbers we're seeing, because other countries, as I said it last week, Ghana has been treated, I think they all had over 40,000 souls to test. Okay. South Africa, over 80,000 tests. In Nigeria, we're just hitting 7,000. And that is that's not a good figure at this time. So but that's what making Nigerians scared that, okay, are we really getting the right figures? Do we really know how many people have this disease, this virus? So we should have actually, I would have preferred that all hospitals have been called together. Don't sideline them. Bring them, let's have a conversation and say, what can you do to ensure testing is decentralized and everybody gets an opportunity to have this test? Go ahead.
Okay, let's not forget that prior to COVID-19, the healthcare system in Nigeria has a major problem. And it's not just about the federal hospitals and the state hospitals, even the private hospitals. We have issues of quacks working as nurses. We have issues of people who are not equipped to handle the job there. We have issues of lack of staff. We don't have enough staff in these hospitals. So what I think the federal government was doing is a way to separate COVID-19 patients from regular patients. Let's not forget that we have people who have normal sickness, malaria, typhoid, and get pregnancy and all of that, that need to be in the hospital. So if you make every hospital a testing center, an isolation center, you don't know who has what. You don't know who you are going to be. We are still hugging people as at tomorrow, as at today. We are still hugging people. You don't know who you are coming in contact with when you go to the hospital to treat malaria. So I can go to the hospital from malaria, I carry COVID-19 home. So the federal government wanted to separate it. So you know that this particular isolation centers and testing centers are for this particular COVID-19. These ones can, and do you know, let me even tell you the truth. My father-in-law carried out a major surgery 2 weeks ago. He's still in the hospital. Do you know that most of these private hospitals are not even working? They are not even working. They are stylishly shutting down. So are they telling me now that they are equipped to handle COVID-19 cases?
Let me take this call.
Let's call a spade, please.
Good morning. Are you there? Thanks for calling.
Hello, good morning.
Morning. Go ahead, please. John.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this advice are from Kaduna State.
Okay.
Go ahead. You're live. Go ahead, please.
You see, for me, for my own opinion, federal government have never done anything yet. They have never done anything yet.
How do you mean?
You see, I remember when this COVID-19, the rumor was floating all over the country. Then when the news comes, I think someone raised in the Senate that the medical system has never been centralized. Then I think Vigan Bashem or somebody from the presidency begin to attack that Senate. That why is he going to say so? Is it in the medical system? Then unfortunately the next day COVID-19 was welcome in Nigeria. You understand?
Right.
And now, being since, let me say, up to two months now, we have been battling with this. From what I see on the ground, the federal government have never done anything yet. Because
I'm not sure what he's driving at, because a lot of work has gone down. Yeah. And I think compared to many countries, we are proud that Nigeria is doing a lot. Yes, I think that our government is doing what they can. Yeah. I feel the people have not started recognizing what they must do to help and support the government. I think if you ask me, this is my own personal opinion. Yeah. The government has done everything it can within its own purview. But the Nigerians ourselves, we're not taking this thing as seriously as we should.
We don't think
so there's so much the government can do. That's my own view.
I disagree with you, Murayo. I think everybody should take responsibility for their actions. Right. The government should take responsibility for its actions. Right. Nigerians should take responsibility for its actions. Right. We are all at fault. Nobody, because who is the government? It's not Nigerians. So please, let's not exonerate the government. Because if we are going to exonerate the government, then we are going to exonerate what happened on Saturday. That thing still pained me. I don't tweet. I had to tweet about it. So everybody has to take his own and her own responsibility.
Unfortunately, we're trying to get a guest, somebody from the medical profession to join us on this conversation. Unfortunately, we're having trouble getting him on this show. But the objective really is to have this conversation on if indeed it have been helpful for hospitals, private hospitals to help out in COVID-19, or we would have been putting more Nigerians at risk, as you said, if we had done that. So either way, the conversation is still ongoing, but we'll still try to bring in somebody sometime to help understand that perspective.
Imagine I have COVID, and instead of, God forbid, and instead of going to the center, I now go to
a regular hospital.
A hospital because I have money. And then I go and give everybody
I'm telling you
the disease. That is irresponsible of me.
Right.
So everybody is, so whether it's you are rich or you are poor, and you have it and you are not going to the right place, you are irresponsible.
Exactly.
And if you are a government person and you are having a funeral with plenty of people, you are irresponsible.
Totally. Unfortunately, we have to wrap up on that. Let's go on a break. When we come back, this issue of oil price, the global oil price is now below $0. What does that mean for you and I as Nigerians? Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.